Hello, everyone. This is Denise the Dynasty Nice, aka Denny in Virginia, aka The Doors professional and professional voice actor, aka Abundanicia, multi-billionaire extraordinaire, and this is my daily life. So, hello, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day thus far. It is a chilly one here in the great, great state of Virginia. I can't see if it actually snowed or not. It may have actually snowed again. That'd be two times in 1 year. That's kind of crazy. Hello. So I think we may have gotten snow again in the great great state of Virginia, which is very, very unusual. We have quite a cold front coming in right now. So I'm guessing we're all going to be inside tomorrow, more than likely. I'm pretty sure we're all going to be inside tomorrow. And so I'll probably be able to actually catch up on stuff that I've been procrastinating on doing tomorrow. But as far as today is concerned, recap, I feel like I started on track. I feel like I started actually pretty well. And then after I made dinner, it was like, well, now what? I kind of like lost some of the momentum that I had. So I'll say I started not on track, but like okay, because I had to miss a prayer meeting and a Bible study with my friend today because I have been sick for a week now. So it's like it hasn't been like consistently like horrible, but I can still feel it in my body, and so I don't want it in my body anymore. But I also don't want to be around people at this time. I think I'm like, oh, I'm so close to being over it and being done with it because mentally and spiritually, I am done with it and I want it to be completely out of my body. But until I feel like 100%, 100% again. I don't really want to be in close quarters with anybody. And so I had to cancel those two, which stunk, but it's like the first one was at 6:30 in the morning, so I don't even know if I was going to make that anyway. And the second one, it was okay because I ended up calling her and we still kind of had like a little mini Bible study over the phone. So FYI, if you do have a Bible study with somebody, with a very small group of people, don't forget, if you ever have to cancel, then you can just stream it. You can call each other instead of being there physically. If it's because you're sick or like you have to be somewhere else or something like that, don't forget that you can still do the Bible study. You can just do it over the phone or over online virtually. So that was good. So we didn't have a full-fledged one, but we did have a nice conversation over the phone. So I still got to have like a mini Bible study with her. So that was really good. And then after that, I had a meeting that was like a bit of a testimony because I had posted a video on my Virginia based brand and I was like, hey guys, how do you make money online with like no resources and you pretty much only have time? And so I asked that question to my audience and I got a couple of varied answers. And literally, the meeting that I had today with this guy, we talked about just that exactly like the answer to the question that I had. And I was like, that's not crazy, that's God. So that was God at work, and I was like, that was pretty darn cool. So that's definitely a testimony that I have to write into my journal. So for those of you who haven't been in the habit of writing down your testimonies, I would highly encourage it because it's just honestly, it's just really cool to look back on all of the notes that I have. I haven't done a good job of marking down every last one, but I definitely am going to mark that one down today. And so it's just nice. It's a nice reminder of like where God has brought you from. It doesn't matter how big, how small the testimony is. A testimony is a testimony, and as long as it's a testimony to God, like it's just fantastic to keep track of that stuff. So if you are a journaler, I would highly encourage you guys to start keeping track of your testimonies. Just like put like the testimony in all caps or something, or like highlight it or circle it. Do something to differentiate that this section right here is a testimony. I've gotten into a habit of starting to do that just this year, to be honest. And I'm really happy that I started doing it because now I get to go back and be like, oh, look what happened on that day. Look what happened on that day. And so, yeah, definitely start keeping track of your testimonies if you aren't doing that already. Besides that, for the other part of the day, I went to a business that is actually going out of business from my area in February, and so I was like, at least we can send them off well. So I went to go cover just that they exist and that they will no longer exist starting February 1st. So if you guys want to support them, please go. So I just tried to redirect traffic there as much as I can, given my current popularity, which is pretty low right now, to be honest. But I do what I can. I does what I can. I does whatever I can. And so I sent the people that I have on my follower account over there, and if they go, they go. If not, they don't. But I did my part, and I actually tried it. It was a bubble tea place, and it wasn't bad. And I don't like the boba, and I actually got the boba this time, and the boba was not bad, because sometimes they undercook the boba, and so it's like a little crunchy in the middle, and sometimes they overcook the boba and it's way too mushy. But they did a pretty darn good job with cooking it, and so I was pretty happy. And I was like, dang man, it was just a lesson in that never get like too comfortable, right? This is not the first time where it's like something that I thought would exist for a long time just Thanos snaps away when it comes to local businesses here in my area. And so, if you do love a local business in your area, please, please, please don't gatekeep it, and please share the love that you have for that location, because that your word of mouth could keep them in business, because you never know, maybe your gatekeeping or your lack of like spreading the joy of that establishment to your fellow mankind is what's preventing them from reaching their business goals, and so they'll have no choice but to shut down. And so if you don't want to see that of any of the local businesses that you tend to frequent, please, please use your influence. It doesn't matter if you're on social media or not. Use your influence and shout them out. Tell your friends, your family, your coworkers. You have so many people that you talk to on the regular, that you actually influence, whether you know it or not. You are a positive influence in the world. Congratulations. So make sure that you're doing your part to keep these businesses alive by just spreading the good news, right? Be Use your influence for good and not evil. And so use your influence that you have with your friends, your family, your inner circle, your outer circle, people you even meet at the gas station, at the grocery store, checking out your cashier, whatever. Whoever you strike up a conversation with, be sure to just drop hints of like local businesses that you like to frequent, just so that you can support them, um, more than monetarily, but like kind of monetarily, because you're sending traffic their way. And so we just want to keep these local businesses going. So please spread the awareness of any place that you know of, that you frequent, that you genuinely love. Um, that's really all I have to talk about today. I really don't have too much, because like I said, right now I was in a meeting, but it was I'm unprepared for it, so I just left, to be honest. Full transparency. I was in a meeting. I was very unprepared for it, and so I left, and I'm going to watch the replay of it instead of being here, because I'm like, I don't have anything prepared, so I can't ask any questions, so I can't there's no reason for me to be here. Um and I was like, I got to figure out something productive to do before I go to bed. There's something I told somebody that I would do, and so that is the last thing I'm going to do besides this whole live thing, because I want to actually be more consistent on my personal brand. But let me know what you guys are up to. Let me know how you guys are growing in 2025. And I just want to encourage you guys to make sure that you're sharing your journey as well. I am sharing mine, even though I don't know what I'm sharing yet, to be honest. I'm still like trying to find myself as Denise Donovan. And so yeah, I'm comfortable doing this now, and I hope that you guys are also sharing your journey with whoever you might want to do it. It might be online, it might be on a blog or something like that. Maybe you just like to write. Maybe you're a really good writer. Maybe you share your journey with yourself in a diary or something, like a daily diary. But either way, I hope you guys are just keeping track of like what's happening in your life, because like nobody is going to know as much as you about what's happening in your life. So be sure that you're keeping track of what you guys are doing. Make sure that you're actually making some regular progress. And if not, maybe question like, why aren't you making progress? Is there somebody that you need in your life to push you to make more progress? That's where I am right now, where there's so many people that if I had just listened to them, I would be so much further along than where I am right now. But I'm going to stop that stubbornness. I don't know if you guys struggle with this, but we got to stop the stubbornness in 2025, and we actually have to be coachable individuals. And that has been my problem for the past like 2 years, is being uncoachable. In that I'm like, yeah, I like the information, it makes sense, and I know it would help me in life. However, I'm going to say that it is great information, and I know it would help me in life, and then I will proceed not to do anything in my life with the information that I have received. Thank you very much. And then I will complain that I am exactly where I was last year. We're not doing that in 2025. We're going to be coachable. This is me yelling at myself. We're going to be coachable. And when our mentors and counselors actually give us advice and tell us, hey, you should do XYZ and this will happen, instead of just being like, that's great advice and not doing anything, we're going to be like, that's great advice. And we're going to immediately do something. So that's the last tip that I have for you guys today, is to be more coachable in 2025. When people that you respect and your counselors and your counsel/coaches and mentors tell you to do something, do it, because they're telling you for a reason. They know more than you. That's why they are your mentors. So be coachable in 2025. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. And until next time, all I have to say is goodbye. Have a fantastic one.